Welcome back. It's time for some more comic book reviews, and we're going to kick off with a big one. Batman Hush. Batman 160. Jeph Loeb and Jim Lee. So we are into the third part of this return of Hush, Hush 2. And so far it's been mediocre. Let's be honest. Let's be honest with ourselves. It's been mediocre, right? I don't think it stoked those fires of the original Hush. But let's see if issue 3 can change that. So as you know, if you've been reading it, the Joker's been kidnapped by Hush, taken to near death, and he's forced Batman to save him. He's forced Batman to make the decision of like, do I kill this evil person or am I a good person and everyone deserves to live? So of course Batman chose the latter, took him to the Batcave where good old Red Hood Jason Todd turned up, and they had a little tete-a-tete and a little punch up, and Jason knocked Batman to the floor and scarpered, or so we thought. So that's where we were. We're jumping back in now. So actually he hasn't scarpered yet because Hush is actually there. And while they're there, they reveal their plan, of course, because that's what villains do. Now this is where I get confused. I just don't understand. I don't understand what's going on, to be honest, really, with this book. So Jason Todd wants to kill him, obviously, because as you probably already know, Joker killed him many years ago with a crowbar, bashed his brains in, and I guess that sort of sticks with you, and he wants to end his life. But Hush says, no, you're going to ruin the plan. You're going to ruin the plan. I want everyone to know that Batman let this evil being live, right? It's all part of my plan. Let me destroy Batman. Do it my way. So these two aren't getting on. But something that is interesting that has been revealed here is that Jason's brains are not right. Right. And they talk about it and say, well, here we go. It says, we both know you need help. These fits of rage, the cerebral pain you're hiding, your brain is deteriorating. There was just too much damage, even for the Lazarus pit to repair. So this is implying that all these years later, after the Lazarus pit brought Jason back to life, that it hasn't quite healed him. There was too much damage for this magic pit that has, kept Ra's al Ghul alive for many years. Now he's deteriorating, and maybe that's why, Jason isn't thinking straight, isn't being a good bat boy. But you know what? I just don't care. And that's the thing about this book. It's not making me care. And it upsets me because I was really looking forward to the Hush returning, especially with, Jim Lee working his magic on the pencil. So anyway, they, of course, discuss these plans. Jason says, thanks, you just told Batman everything because he's got cameras and audio recording it. He goes, good, I want him to hear this. So Batman awakens and he realizes that there's a clue that's been left, right? And it's such a tenuous clue. So these scalpels that Hush uses, obviously Hush was the best brain surgeon in the world. And he's left one of these scalpels, or a few of them, behind, and they're made of Damascus steel. Now, Damascus steel has a connection to Batman because those are the ones that his father's made through his company. And it's just like, that's the link. That's the link. I mean, it's Hush. Why do we need this link? So anyway, that points into sort of the Wayne Medical Towers. And he's off to the Wayne Medical Towers to investigate. Now, while that happens, we get a little Jim Gordon moment. So there's an iPad been left, probably, or a Samsung tablet. Anyway, there's a tablet left there with a little A friend with a bat on it. I mean, who else is it? Just put the bat symbol on it, right? But it's not from Batman, obviously. It's from Hush, and it shows Batman saving Joker even after everything Joker's done, and then the whole thing explodes. Jim's in a bit of a mess on the floor, bleeding out, and then we jump to the clock tower where in the last issue the Riddler's turned up and says, right, my enemy is your enemy, let's work together. And he reveals that he knows all their secret identities and that they need to, work together to take Hush down. Doesn't reveal why Riddler wants to take Hush down, but he wants to take him down. While that's happening, old Babs, she gets a little beeper in her ear to say that her dad's in trouble. So she flies off, and Nightwing's there going, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? And they're all getting really angry. Again, it's this interlude for nothing. I don't understand. But back to the Wayne Med Tower, Batman's climbing up, and there is a strange woman working late in a strange costume, and her name, if you look on the little name tag, is A. Damascus. I'm going to pause for a moment there. So he says, oh, I didn't expect anyone working late. And she goes, oh, I wasn't expecting anyone, especially you. I've heard of the Batman, of course, but didn't think you were real. How can I help you? And he asks about the scalpel and says there's no serial number on it. And she goes, oh, my friends call me Amori. And then they have a big fight. And then she can sort of like warp her parts of her body into this Damascus steel. So they have a fight. He realizes that she has to concentrate to maintain that form. So he distracts her with a sort of explosion. And then as he's about to beat her up, he gets this massive voice saying, stop, in his head. And then we jump back to Nightwing at the lighthouse where he's tracked down Jason and the Joker, where he's taken him. And then they have a little fight too. And it's just like, I'm just no interest in this. I really don't care at this point because I don't know where this book is going. The motivations seem really slim. If Jason and Hush hated Batman that much, who cares about embarrassing him into the world or exposing him as a fraud or something like that? Well, just kill him. They've been in the cave. They could have killed him. They've plenty of chance to kill him. So why is it so important that, you know, Batman's revealed to the world that he saved the Joker? The Joker did so many bad things. Many, many good people save bad people, you know, because it isn't their decision or choice whether to take someone's life, whether they're bad or not. Right. So I don't see why this is such a bad thing, you know, and the thing is about Gotham and the police anyway, it's a love-hate relationship anyway, you know. They've been through this storyline before of why doesn't Batman kill the Joker. We've been doing it for years and years and years, and here we are again with the same story. And I'm sorry this is negative, but like this is just how I feel. I think it's such a wasted opportunity. Anyway, while they're fighting, the Joker suddenly feels better again after having the living hell kicked out of him, having his life saved, being pumped full of drugs, having his jaw smashed to smithereens, and pumped full of scalpels. He's suddenly able to get up, get both the guns and hold them to ransom. So we jump back to Batman with this voice that's screaming into his head, which is obviously the villain from the first issue. And Batman realizes that he needs to turn on his block audio, which lucky he has that in his headset, and then take him out. But it's not working because this guy is bad ass. He's taking the Batman out. And then Bane turns up with Robin. I mean, what is going on? Why is Bane here? Why would Bane help Batman? It doesn't make sense. So why would Damian turn to Bane? It's so bizarre. It really is bizarre. There's no backstory to this. There's no explanation. Maybe it comes later, but at this point, I think you would need a little bit more explanation of why Bane is suddenly smashing through the window, right? Up a building, bear in mind. There's no ropes to show they ascended. They just flew through the window and they start helping Batman out. And then Hush just happens to be there behind them, right? And now he's holding a scalpel to Robin's neck, saying that 3 Robins will die tonight. Like, come on, where's this going? Now, I'm going to get a lot of hate for not liking this. I really do. Every time I don't like something, I get hate. There's always someone out there that disagrees, and that's fine. You can disagree. If you love it, then brilliant. But these are my opinions, and that's how I feel. So there we go. This story, in my opinion, just isn't going anywhere. I'm not invested. I just don't care what happens. It's not captivating me at all. The art is Jim Lee, as you expect. So, you know, for all the Jim Lee fans, it's a beauty. But for me, it's a no-no. I'm looking forward to seeing where this story goes so I can get on to the next arc. But those are my thoughts. Let me know yours. Before you go, please subscribe to the channel. It really helps build the channel and enable me to make more videos. And if you like the video, give it a like. I'd really appreciate that too. So until next time, see you later, Bat fans.